260,000 square feet. Okay, I don't think you can find anything similar around here. Okay, site planning. Now, this is also going to be very fast, just going to touch on a little bit more, because when you talk to your clients, we have emphasized this a lot of times. When you want to look at any projects to purchase or to buy, to invest, we look at what's the government plan in the surrounding, because it's like a crystal ball to you on what's the planning in the area from the government. So you roughly know what is upcoming, what is the future capital upside in the area. So of course, in Beauty World itself, we have the future integrated transport hub. Okay, we have more future developments near Beauty World MRT as well. Okay, the future community building around it as well. I just want to re-emphasize a little bit, especially who is our nearest competitor. I would say the Link, okay, the former Go and Go building. Now, I believe later I might send you guys an article. You can take a look. Okay, the Link, average PSF, we should be looking at 2,002 per square feet up. It's a single block development at about 120 units. Okay, so basing on that, you know, you don't have much facilities, single block. Remember last time I actually emphasized on something about the frequency of valuation. Sorry, I just want to touch a little bit. The frequency of valuation. Just for example, if I have 100 units over there, okay, if let's say one owner, let's say average out, we sell at 1,000 per square feet, but one crazy owner, he decided to let go at 900 per square feet. Because the transaction volume is not there, your frequency of valuation will be stuck 1,000 per square feet average, but this guy decided to sell at 800 or 900 per square feet. The subsequent owner who wants to sell, right, will be stuck at that valuation. Whereas for FORETT, right, we have 633 units. Let's say 10 owners are selling. Even one of them average out 1,000 per square feet. Average out, if one of them selling at 900, I average out this per square feet, right, it will still be quite even and fair. Okay. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. If not, you can actually PM me directly, because I don't want to talk too much on this, because I'm going to go into the development more itself so that you guys can upsell to your clients on the project. So, okay, so we are actually only 8 minutes walk to the the Beauty World transformation. Okay, so that's more on the master plan around Beauty World. Okay, now I'm going to touch on the site itself. Yeah, yesterday I just want to re-emphasize also. Do take note that our development site is actually a 1.4 plot ratio. If you look at the surrounding, all 1.4 plot ratio, which means that we can only build up to a maximum of 5-story heights. Example like Kismis, Daintree, they're all 5-story high, right? Even at 4th Avenue, 1.8 plot ratio, they only have 5-story and 8-story. But for us in FORETT, right, developer actually got a special approval from the government to build higher than 5-story. Okay, we have a total of 4 blocks of 9 stories and 9 blocks of 5 stories. The main reason why we are able to do that is because building a 9-story, right? Because firstly, existing development already have a 9-story blocks. Okay, by us building another, tearing down and rebuild a 9-story block, right? Because we are not affecting the surrounding development's view as well. Because the nearest to us is who? Signature Park. Signature Park is actually on a higher ground. So even we build a 9-story, right, you will not affect their view or anything. So long as we don't affect the surrounding developments, that's why developer managed to get approval. Okay, so this is something that you need to emphasize. Now, having said that, right, because we have 4 blocks of 9-story, that additional height or level, right, that we can build on 9-story, it actually frees up more space in the development itself. Can you imagine if we do not have these 4 blocks of 9 stories, all are 5-story heights, meaning that we need to put more building blocks in the site itself. You know, so it will be more dense and congested. So with this 9-story block, right, it actually helps to free up more land in FORETT land itself, right? So therefore, you see that we can accommodate what, 7 lawns, 5 pools, a plenty of facilities for your clients or your buyers, future buyers that's looking to buy in that development. Okay, so this is something that you can emphasize to your clients as well. Okay. Okay, coming back to the site, just a general one. Actually, I took some photos of the show flat yesterday, but because COH have not given approval, I couldn't be flashing the photos and showing you the facilities of particular stacks. Where are they facing? So in general, I'm just going to show you guys from here. Okay. Okay, so before I start, I just want to orientate you guys a little bit. Yeah. Okay. So Signature Park is actually surrounding us at the back over here. Okay. They are on a higher ground. If you ask me, the elevation is about 4 to 5 meters high. Okay. Now, a lot of people will be asking, okay, I'll touch on that later because when I go into the stacks at the back, right, I'll show you the views of the developments at the back. So we do have 3 side gates. One is over here. One is next to the shop and the other one at the egress over here. So in general, this side, the developer actually tilted it all to be a north-south facing. One thing I want to emphasize also, a lot of people will be asking, hey, do I have a view towards the Bukit Timah Hill? Yes and no, not all, because of this north-south orientation, right? Bukit Timah Hill is actually located on the eastern side of our plot. So therefore, there are only 4 stacks, I would say, that can actually have a view of Bukit Timah. First one, it's the 5-bedroom here. The master bedroom of this 5-bedroom unit, right, actually have a window panel at the side. So you can actually have a view towards the eastern side. Second stack, you can look at this 4-bedroom here, this 3-bedroom here, and this 4-bedroom suite here as well. Only these 4 stacks would have a view of the Bukit Timah Hill. Okay, so this is something I just want to emphasize to you guys. Okay, let's proceed. Okay, common facilities. Maybe you also want to ask your clients this question. Which development or new launch that you guys have seen around Bukit Timah, right, that allows you to have this kind of luxury of space in the development itself? Which development actually give you 7 lawns? Because yesterday I did emphasize, you only see this kind of lawns, this kind of space in atas project, like where? Avenue, Goodluck Resi, mainly in all the District 9 and 10 developments, I would say. So you don't find it in developments like in District 21. A lot of them are small apartments, you know, example would be like Link. Where can they accommodate this kind of space? Am I right? Okay, so we have 5 pools, infinity pool, 2 times 30 meter lap pool, 50 meter lap pool, and the kids pool. Okay, many pavilions, barbecue pit as well. Okay, 7 lawns for different purpose. Okay, tennis court sunken 4 meters down. In fact, later I'll show you as well. The unit that is facing towards the tennis court, right, would in fact be one of the better views because we have a very good buffer distance away to Signature Park itself. Okay. 4 function rooms, FORETT Club 1 and 2, which is tucked below one of the building. So units on the higher floor, when they look down, they don't see many boxes of building blocks, like specifically for the function rooms. Okay. Of course, we do have a social lounge and a chill-out lounge as well. Children's playground, fitness corner, gym as well is actually at the 50-meter lap pool, tucked underneath one of the blocks. Okay. And of course, we do have a theaterette and karaoke room in the upper basement and roof terrace at block 34, where it could accommodate the floating deck and the teppanyaki sky lounge. Okay, coming to the site plan itself. Okay, as I emphasized yesterday, this development, right, is actually separated into a 4+1 different theme. Why? Is this 4 season, which is autumn, evergreen, silver, which is the winter, and the spring zone, and lastly, of course, the rainforest facing at the back. So I would say I want you to emphasize to your clients also that every unit actually have a view. Why do I say so? Now, if I look at this entire site itself, right, you'll be asking me, also a lot of people will be asking me, which stack, which facing will actually be one of the lowest PSF, value for money, because a lot of people might be buying for investment as well. I would say units that's facing along Toh Tuck Road. Toh Tuck Road itself will be one of the cheaper PSF, if you were to ask me. Now, if you guys have been there before, Toh Tuck Road is actually a pretty wide road. Cars coming in out will most likely be towards the development inside, like the landed estate. And of course, there's one bus service. Now, before I go any further, right, I also want to let you know that getting units along Toh Tuck Road, right, might not be a bad idea also. Reason being, okay, this compound over here is actually a old school compound whereby Certis Cisco is using it now temporary for their training ground. So being a old school compound, right in front of us is actually an empty plot, and further back is about a 4-story building which is further away. So in fact, units over here, you got a quite a nice view as well. Second floor, probably you have a nice greenery view. Probably 4th floor or 5th floor up, you can actually see quite a good distance as well. And whereas for this autumn zone, here, right, they're all landed estates. Creek at Bukit is actually here. Creek at Bukit is around this area. So in fact, you're not exactly being blocked by any high-rise development, because Creek at Bukit, it's 5-story high. Or probably behind the landed estate, we have Notting Hill, but it's further away because they have a long driveway before they go up to their development itself. So getting units along Toh Tuck Road might not be a bad idea also. Okay, then next, I'll bring you guys through into the development itself bit by bit, so you can understand which stack will be facing what, okay. Okay, bring you guys through to the from the entrance. This is an in and out entrance over here. Okay, in and out egress. Now, developer is actually very proud to have this nice drive-through into the development. In fact, do you know that if the developer can actually don't do this drive-through one, they can directly entrance in, come in is a drop-off point and go into your basement car park itself. But how do they want to actually make this development outstanding as compared to the surrounding other developments? Because a lot of developments out there, right, they'll always be saying, yeah, we near nature lah, we near rainforest lah, we near to reservoir lah, but just that. So developer want to give you an experience of driving back home and coming back, driving back home and coming out of the development. So this Boulevard Drive, right, when you come in, it's just like, it's like when you're driving through Adam, Upper Thompson, you have those kind of large trees that's overshading over you. When the sun shines, you have the sunlight coming through the foliage and all. This is the kind of feeling that developer want to bring out to the residents. Okay, now you'll be asking me, a lot of people yesterday I did emphasize also. Take note, stack 4, 5, and 6, right? Their units actually start from level 2. Why? Because cars coming in and out from here, right? They don't want the level 1 owners to get the headlight shining into them. Okay, so therefore they would rather sacrifice the whole of level 1 and the units to start from level 2 instead. In fact, there's a wall barricade over here as well. So it's about 1.8 meters. Okay, but of course, when you come into stack 10, 11, 12, it is a gradual slope down to the drop-off point, because entrance here, right, is 133 level. Okay, I'd like to re-emphasize also, when you or myself, when I use 133 level, and when you explain to your clients what is 133 level, 130 level, 127 level, when we say 1 plus 133, it actually means 133 meters above sea level. And as we go down, it tapers down to 130, which is 130 meters above sea level. Okay, because we'll be asking, what's 133, what's 130? But for our sake, in explaining this, I just want to share with you the difference in the topography as we go down in the development itself. Okay, so at stack 10, 11, 12, right? We do have units on level 1 because this is on a higher ground already at level 1 as it slopes down to the clubhouse. So therefore, sorry, the drop-off point. So therefore, stack 10, 11, 12, we do have level 1. And later, as we go in further, right, I'll bring you guys to this area, which is the 30 meters lap pool. In fact, units are at 18, 19, 20, 21, you will have a good, nice pool view here as well, and also a water feature, sorry, the waterfall feature along this wall. Therefore, because of this waterfall feature, right, developer also sacrificed stack 7, 8, and 9 for the residents. So units over here, you have a nice pool view and waterfall feature. So therefore, here, these units over here will also have a nice pool view starting from level 2, okay? Stack 1, 2, 3, of course, this is a lifestyle pavilion. So start from level 1 itself. So just take note. Okay, so I'll bring you guys through. This is the facade that you'll be looking at. Okay, people will be asking me also, let me bring you back. Okay, look at here. Genset is over at this corner. This is the generator set where the bin center and also a bicycle lot at this corner as well. Okay, generator is there, bin center is there. So none of the units will actually have a view towards the genset and the bin center. Now, I'd like to bring you guys here. Why? Because our substation, right, this is from the 133 level going down to the 130 level at the drop-off point. But as you pass through, developer also cleverly hide away the substation. Okay, substation is actually below here, below this block. Okay, below stack 10, 11, and 12. All right. So people will be asking me what's the difference between substation and generator set. Substation is actually a 电房 power station to generate power for the entire development. But then what is genset? Genset is actually when the substation fails, there's a power failure, genset will actually be kicked in and generate power temporarily before they rectify and bring the power back up in the substation. Okay, so that's the main difference, genset and substation, just to emphasize a little bit. Substation is below here. There's also some ventilation over here below stack 10, 11, 12, which is ventilation to the basement car park itself. Okay. So as we bring you through to the clubhouse, the courtyard drop-off point, we have a very nice and luxurious drop-off area over here where we can see the next slide. You can see behind they have also covered up with a lot of green so that residents' cars passing through, right, we don't look into the development or into any units directly. And this is a waiting area sheltered where you can actually sit and wait for your transportation. Okay, which is at the back over here. In fact, I don't know whether you can. Okay, so this is the green that I mentioned, right? Behind here as well, right? Okay. In fact, units on the ground floor, they can be very nice also. Just want to pick out some examples to you. For example, stack 30, 31, and 32 here. Do you know that because as we drive in, we drop off, we will go into the development to this area already, not many residents will actually pass through this site. So ground floor units, right, they actually have this thing called what, the misty stream or something like that over here. The architect is trying to mimic something like a tropical resort view. So even on the ground floor, this entire area seems to be like your own little garden whereby no people will be actually walking in that area. So ground floor might not be a bad idea as well. Okay, in many of the units in our development. As I go through, I'll just explain. Okay. Okay, so before I bring you to the evergreen zone, like I mentioned, this is the 30 meters lap pool. I just want to show you some of the perspective. Okay, so here, right, facing here, you have your stack 18 to 21. 18 to, sorry, a bit weird. Okay, never mind. 18 to 21, stack 18 to 21. Okay, we'll be facing towards this direction, which is the pool and the waterfall feature. So units above start from level 2, which is also towards the pool. Okay, in fact, level 2 is like a patio outside. Nobody will be walking around this area as well. So it's like your own little garden looking up to the pool side. Okay. So this is the lifestyle pavilion. right at the back, which is facing towards stack 1, 2, and 3. Unlikely, it's for small gatherings lah. Probably there's no cooking, there's no outdoor cooking for this area. It's more of like a chill out area. So therefore, I don't foresee a lot of residents will be going to that area. So in fact, what I'm trying to say is that stack 1, 2, and 3, right, which is here, stack 1, 2, and 3, you can actually have a very nice and peaceful garden right outside of your unit itself. Okay, now I'll bring you guys to the evergreen zone from this courthouse, from this drop-off point going into the evergreen zone. So this area, I yesterday did mention that this will be where most of the activities will be held, because we have our lounge area over here, 36, 37, which is the glass box, looking out into the lawn area, the picnic lawn at 38. Okay, so when you have functions at 36 and 37, which is an enclosed area, developer also want to have a feeling whereby you are in an enclosed area, but seems like you're at the outdoor, because the glass box, when you look out, you have a very nice lawn and the pool deck, another 30 meters slab pool at the number 40. So number 39, right, what is it? Yesterday I did mention as well, is a water lounge, whereby you don't have to, there are sitting areas around here as well. You don't have to actually change into your wetsuit or change into your swimming costume to dip in. You know, you just have to take off your shoes, step in, sitting on the lounge, you know, playing in the water. So therefore, this entire area, right, is where you can hold your gatherings, where the kids can play in the lawn, you know, or swimming at the pool, gathering together around the area. So what I'm trying to say here also that, you know, just let me delete off. Okay, so in fact, units are at 87, 86, 85. You have a very nice pool view towards the glass house, towards the lawn, and towards the 30 meter slab pool. And of course, terracing down, you see this staircase, okay, here, looking down to this kids pool area. In fact, I would like to share with you also stack 85 and 86. If you get, because the clubhouse is at level 1, if you get level 3 and above, okay, your view, not only do you have a view of this 30 meter slab pool, you also have a view towards the 50 meter slab pool over here. If you don't believe, when you have time, go to the model again, take a look. Level 3 and up, you have a dual pool view, I would say, and also towards the lawn and the lounge area. Not just this side. In fact, units at 76, 72, 71, you will also enjoy a good buffer distance, okay, towards the pool and the lawn as well. But just to take note, because this kids pool is on the lower deck, it's actually at 127 level. So if you are at level 1, probably you will be facing more towards the kids pool. If you're level 2, you'll be on par of this 30 meters slab pool. So if you get level 3 and up, you got a very good buffer distance over here already, okay? So 79, 80, 81, okay, same thing, pretty similar. Okay, let me move on. Voila, this is the view that you will be seeing. This is the lounge area looking out. They have 2 lounges over here, so they can actually open up and combine these 2 rooms if you have a big function with your families and friends. So kids can actually play outside this picnic lawn. And outside here, this is the water, the pool water feature where you can dip your feet in. Okay, kids pool is further down in the back, of course. So you can actually see, you see, level 2, level 3, they're just nice looking into the 30 meters pool level. So if you are at 87, 86, you'll be looking down from here. Okay, 87, 86. So you guys can see. Okay, next. Okay, so this is another picture that I would like to use to emphasize later the next slide. I'm going to let you guys know that, because some people will be asking, because of this different terrain, mainly the 4 different platforms, how is this development elderly friendly and handicap friendly? Okay. Great. So this is the pool, the pool lounge that I mentioned to you. There's sofa, you can dip your feet in, kids playing around the lawn, and you hold your functions in the clubhouse, the lounge area. Okay. This is stack 87, 85, and 86. When you look down, you have a nice 30 meters lap pool lounge area. Right below you, this is the lawn. Okay, terracing down, you look at the kids pool. Okay. Okay, I'm not going to touch too much on this. This is actually the barbecue pit, which is tucked in between block 38A and 38B at one corner, so that, you know, inside the developments, you don't get too much of a barbecue smell. In fact, this barbecue pit, they're using more of an electrical pit rather than the traditional charcoal pit, so that to reduce the fumes into the developments, the residents who are staying around the barbecue pit area. Okay, let's come to the core area, which is the 50 meters slab pool. Okay. Now, some people might find that because we have two unique stack, which is 73 and 78, it is actually west sun facing, but do take note that block 38, right, is actually on a 5-story block, which means to say, right, 5-story block, but the blocks over here, right, stack 30 and 39, they are on a 9-story block. So if you're concerned, some people may be concerned about the west sun, but because of the 9-story block, right, we actually help you to shade off some of the west sun coming into 73, stack 73 and stack 78, you know. And of course, developer also did some solar tinting for these units that are mainly facing towards the west sun direction. Because do you know that this unit over here, they got a very nice view towards the 50 meters lap pool. Not just that, you have the glass gym box over here, you have a function room over here. It's quite a nice view looking out towards 73 and 78 as well. Okay. Okay, so this is from the angle looking out from the units that I mentioned just now, stack 73 and stack 78. Okay, on the higher floor, you have some sort of a similar view like this. Okay. Let's see next slide. Okay, now yesterday we did mention we actually have 4 service lift for your visitors and friends. Okay, before I go into that, I'd like to emphasize also every block they have 2 lift shafts. Okay, 2 lift shafts to service the entire block from the basement itself. There's 1 level of basement car park in the entire development. I know that you see from here you have upper basement, lower basement, but don't confuse yourself. Just tell yourself or tell your clients that we have 1 level of basement car park that service the entire development. So from the basement car park itself, you can park nearest to your block and take a lift up directly to the individual units itself. They are secured lobby, meaning that card access, you go into the lobby, but the lift, right, you don't need a card access, okay? You can go to every floor once you enter into the lobby. Except for stack 51, which is the 5-bedroom, okay? They have 3 lift shaft. Why? Because 2 is to service the other units, and 1 particularly is the private lift for this 5-bedroom suite when you go up. So only that it's a secured lift, meaning, remember, secured lobby and secured lift is a bit different. Secured lobby, you go into the lobby with a card, you can access every floor with the lift. But the 5-bedroom one, right, secured lift, meaning that that particular card can only go to that particular level because it's a private lift. Okay, that's for the 5-bedroom. Okay, so I clear on the normal lift. So we do have 4 other lifts. In this slide, right, I actually show you 2. Okay, one which is in between the lounge, chill out lounge area, okay, between these 2 clubhouse over here. So it serves, now these 2 lifts and here, it serves the interchanging level from lower basement to upper basement and bringing you to the 130 level here and the 127 level. So it actually brings you to every individual interchanging level. Same for this lift as well, connecting your upper basement, lower basement, the E deck, and also the facility deck. So with that, right, it actually interchange. And if let's say you're wheelchair bound or you know, friends, you don't have to worry at all, because with this service lift, right, you actually help to bring you to different area of the development. And also, even if it rains, okay, because the basement, they are all interlinked, okay, by ramps. So when you travel from upper basement to lower basement, you won't feel that you are actually in different areas, because it's just a ramp to bring you to a higher and lower ground. That's all. Okay. So if let's say you're staying at the furthest block, you can just go to the basement and walk all the way to the guardhouse and to the shops or to the bus stop over there as well. So you don't need to worry yourself being wet during when it rains or anything like that. Okay. There's two more lifts that I didn't mention, that's not shown here, which is at block 34. Okay, this is block 34. Can you see the roof terrace over here? Okay, right at the top, this is block 34. There is two lift shafts that serve the residents. There's also one more specific lift shaft that brings you from level 1 all the way to level 10 of the roof terrace. Now, developer actually, why they want to do extra lift shaft is also because they want to let the residents staying in that block to have maximum privacy. Can you imagine if other owners from other blocks, they want to access the roof terrace, every day they are taking your lift. Your privacy will be invaded in a sense. So therefore, developer do a specific lift shaft that brings the rest of the residents or your friends or visitors to the roof terrace itself. Now, this 4 lift that I mentioned, right, is not, you don't need a card access. It's accessible by your friends and your visitors or relatives, okay? You don't need any card access for that. Only the individual blocks, okay? Okay, so you have a nice green wall with gym, clubhouse, waterfall. Waterfall feature is from this infinity pool coming through. Okay, I'd like to emphasize also, remember just now when I come in, there's also a pool that I mentioned to you. This is another hanging pool that I was talking about also. Now, you can tell your clients, I want a pool view. Your clients may be asking, I want a pool view. But the thing is, I don't want to be so close to the kids' pool. You know, over the weekend, I'll be overwhelmed. I want to rest and relax. But I want to look at the pool view, but away from the hustle and bustle from the kids. You know, you can actually choose pools over here, or the pools at the back, just now I mentioned when at the start of the slide. So these are the pool area whereby residents do their lap swim, whereby kids will not be hanging over there. You know, you have a nice pool view and away from all the kids where the main activities is at, right, which is over here, you know. So yeah, okay. Next, go. Okay, this is just to show you another perspective of blocks stack 78 and 73. Looking out, you have your gym tucked beneath stack 39. Okay, gyms. This is stack 39. Okay, they hide everything away. Another nice area. This is your 130 level, going up to your 133 level at the top, accessed by the staircase up or the lift at the corner. This is your function room, FORETT Clubhouse 1, Clubhouse 2. 5-bedroom is right above you over here, and directly opposite is your 4-bedroom, facing the entire length of the 50 meters lap pool. Okay, yep, this is the hangout pool, hanging pool that I mentioned. Okay, so you want to be away from the hustle and bustle of the main pool, away from the kids, away from the kids' pool, away from the kids' playground. You can choose units like 52, 53, 54, you know, or units like 36, 37, 38. Okay, now, yeah, let me see if I have the perspective. Okay, now, as you guys know, right, units at the back here, we are all surrounded by Signature Park. But do you know that even units are like 33, 34, 35, you know, 13, 14, 15, 45, 46, 47, 48, 50. This one is facing towards the tennis court. Tennis court is over here, okay? Later I'll show you the distance here. But if you look at 33 and 34, 13, 14, 15. Yesterday, there's one of our agent called Mei Ling, I think. She is former owner of Goodluck Garden. She is actually staying right at the bottom corner on a level 6. Do you know all these corners? Because if you open up your Google Earth and take a look, yesterday I showed some of you guys showing a Google Earth. The 5-story blocks are because we are on the level 1 of FORETT to the level 1 of Signature Park is about 4 to 5 meters difference. But do you know that at Signature Park itself, the trees over there are very large and very 很茂盛, you know what I mean? So in fact, level 5, we may not even be able to overlook to Signature Park. At level 9, some of the blocks at the back here, I would say even at level 8, you're only looking at the treetop only. But the reason is, I don't want to overlook into Signature Park because it's not sightful. I would rather get lower floors to face the greenery at the back because developers have conserved the green walls and they have actually beautified all the greeneries at the back. So 33, 34, 35, you know, I can have a very nice view towards the green at the back. 13, 14, 15 also is a very peaceful area. In fact, here, the block to blocks distance, right, is also pretty far. I think it's about 28 meters or 24 meters, thereabout over here. This is also another manicure lawn area also, right? So all these units, right, you don't look into other blocks, right? But you have a nice greenery view over at this corner. You have a very nice greenery view at this corner, right? Okay. Later I'll show you the view at the back for 45 to 50. So this is the hanging pool, waterfall feature coming down. So swimming through here, you look at the spring zone. Later I'll show you. So this unit flanking the pool are pretty peaceful as well. Now you'll be asking me, which level should I be choosing if let's say I want to have a nice pool view. Level 2, probably you're looking into the trees and greeneries. Level 3 onwards, you have level 3 to level 5. In fact, I myself am staying on level 5. Okay, mine is looking out to the pool. Just nice. When you sit at the balcony, right, it's a very nice bird's eye view of the entire pool. And yet, from level 1, right, people looking up will not look into your unit unless you are standing very, very far away. Then they can look into your unit. But when at level 1, in fact, level 3 and up, right, you have a privacy whereby no people from level 1 can actually look up into a unit. But when you're looking out from a balcony, right, you have a very nice view towards the pool as well. Okay, this is just what I'm trying to emphasize. So stack 52 to 40, 55, 54, you have a nice pool view. 36 to 38, same thing, pool view. 51, of course, you look at the entire length of the pool, and same thing for this 4-bedroom as well. Okay, coming to the spring zone. Now, just now I mentioned, right, developer actually use different seasons to mimic every area. So for this spring zone, they actually use a special tree that will blossom during winter. I know Singapore got no winter, but following the time of the year, during September period, this entire area, okay, will be blossomed with flowers pink in color. Okay, so it'll be pretty nice over here, and a huge lawn whereby you have a very good buffer distance between 58, 60 to 74 and 75. Okay, now from 30 to 32, right, is actually a slope up. It's actually a slope up. Elevation, you'll be looking at about 1 meters sloping up. Okay, so at the side, you'll be going out. This is the egress out to the Totak Minor Road, where the pedestrian walkway, there's one more pedestrian walkway over there as well. So units facing here is quite peaceful as well. Okay, facing here, pretty peaceful. This is the perspective when you look out, okay, from the lawn area up towards your FORETT Clubhouse 1 and Clubhouse 2 located here. This is your 50 meters lap pool, hanging pool right above here with the water feature coming down. Okay, this is the trees that I'm talking about. These are the trees I'm talking about. Hey, but the flower during winter, don't turn pink, don't come find me, I find eco plan. Okay. Okay, so because of that lawn area, at night, it will be very beautiful as well because they are using a lot of lightings to boost up the effect of the trees and greeneries even at night. Okay, now, I'm going to bring you to the Rainforest Zone, which is at the back. Now, mentioned to you, Signature Park is right at the back. Units facing towards tennis court, because this tennis court is sunken 4 meters down. This buffer distance is one of the longest distance that we have. All these are the smaller units. We are looking at about 54 meters buffer. If you go to the model, right, this is a 9-story block. If you think that you want to have a nice greenery view, because the trees here are really very large. Okay, so you can get, in fact, to pool a tennis court facing, probably we get 4 stories and up to 8 stories or 9 stories. You get a very good buffer distance from here and towards the greenery. Entire behind are all covered by greeneries. Okay, I'll show you, because even if, like, your clients ask you, I don't want pool view, I hate the kids, I don't want to see people swim, I don't care about the pool, I just want a peaceful greenery, take units at the back, or those staggered at the side. Just now I told you, remember, take units at the back, because this is actually a cul-de-sac. This is a dead end already. This road is actually a dead end already. I mean, at this corner, sorry, this corner is a dead end already. No people will actually be accessing through this area as well. Okay, let me show you how does it look like. This is the design. You see this creeper wall, all this creeper wall, all this. These are grown naturally. It takes about a decade to actually grow. That's why developer decided to conserve this, and they just beautify it with more plants and water features as well. You see the trees here is really very large. You can take a look when you open up your Google Earth. You take a look, right? It's really the 5-story blocks at the back. You can't overlook to Signature Park itself. Okay, so all the units here will be very peaceful. Morning, you can hear the cricket sound, birds chirping, you know, away from the pool. Okay, so this is the one that I mentioned to you just now. Behind, same thing for here. They have also conserved the heritage green wall, it's so-called. Not just here and here facing the greens. Okay, you see 35, 33, 34, 35, 13, 14, 15, stack 1 also. They will have a very nice view towards the green at the side. Okay. Now, okay, before I go into the last part at the roof terrace, right, I'd like to emphasize, some people may be asking, hey, wow, I got so many 2 bedrooms layout, how am I going to differentiate? I'm just going to give you a generic idea. Okay. The 1+ study. So this is the 9-story block, 9-story block, 9-story block, 9-story block. The 1+ study mainly are on the 9-story blocks. Okay, if you're looking at 1+ study, you don't need to look at the low-rise block already. They are all at the 9-story blocks. Okay, then coming to the 2-bedroom. Okay, 2-bedroom, maybe you're gonna ask your clients, hey, whether do they want home shelter? Okay, if they don't want home shelter, right, then you just focus on units at the high-rise block, because high-rise blocks majority got no home shelter, except 3-bedroom, 4-bedroom, and 5-bedroom. At this high-rise block, right, they do have an individual home shelter. Okay. If they want home shelter, they don't mind home shelter, then just go for the low-rise block. They all come with a home shelter. Okay. So this is roughly how you differentiate between the different blocks, so that easier for you to shortlist and target the unit that your client is looking at. Okay, coming to the roof terrace, a quick one. Okay, we have a different lift shaft that brings you up from level 1 to level 10 of this roof terrace. Okay, this is the southern side facing towards the city side. Okay, you don't need to book at night. You know, you can just chill out after dinner, chill out with the family at this porch area or lounge area. Okay, this is another perspective looking out. That's why you see on the eastern side is the Bukit Timah Hill. Okay, most of the units are tilted north-south. Okay, the southern side, the northern side. Okay, this is the teppanyaki lounge. This is actually where the 4-bedroom is located over here, facing towards the entire 50 meters lap pool towards this direction. Okay, can accommodate, you have to book this, can accommodate about 20 packs, including the outdoor area.